and asked them whether they like this and whether they would like to come on board and so on. And they were both happily married with their works and got huge salaries, so they were interested in jumping. And okay, I'll just put it in the drawer and forget about it. And then I met Alex, and the rest is history. Because what happened is he talked about this event called Startup Weekend, which is basically a blind dating for everybody that are interested in doing some type of startup, and where you can come in and basically in 1 minute pitch an idea, and then over the weekend form a team and work, to create a prototype, and then hopefully if that idea is good, you then get a chance to pitch that to a jury, which includes investors, on the Sunday. So on that Friday, I was working long hours with trade shift. I was really stressed. We were closing a deal. I was like, okay, I better go home. I'm so exhausted. But I said, okay, it's 1 minute of my life. Why don't I just, see it? I sat in the back of the room. I was like, okay, let me hear all the pitches and so on. And there was actually some very good, interesting pitches. And I said, okay, I challenged myself to get up there and then pitch my story. And the idea was very simple. We are all on the internet. More and more of our lives is on the internet. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Picasa, we are on Flickr, we are on Last.fm, we are on many of these sites, and everything happens now. But where's the history? How do I navigate back and forward in time? How do I create that? How do I combine basically a time machine for the web with all my social media? Very fortunate out of the 40 that pitched that day, 10 were selected to work over that weekend. I was like, whoa, that's mine, was one of them. And suddenly when I stood over in the corner and said, who wants to work for me this weekend on doing this? There was 12 people coming up to me with all kinds of varieties of skills. There was marketing, business development, web development, back-end development, you name it. It was a broad group of people. And then we just, got started. So that Friday was amazing to me. I was like, I had, just for the fun of it, invested 1 minute of my life. And suddenly I saw such a great reaction, which is a good proof that you're onto something. But then, can you actually make it happen? And we had such a great fun that weekend. The key thing that I was focused on is, of course, motivating the team, going out, buying chocolate and candy and so on, and Coca-Cola, and just we had such a good time. We were we made sure that from the beginning everybody knew what we wanted to deliver on the Sunday, what we wanted, how we wanted to do that. We assigned different responsibilities for that, and set some milestones where we wanted to have these things finished. And then on Sunday we got it all together. And actually at that time I was like, yeah, I'm working for trade shifts. Maybe I shouldn't be pitching this. Maybe somebody else should be doing, and so on. But the team actually said, Eric, you're the one that has the idea. You should be the one pitching in front of the audience. And I said, okay, cool. I'll do that. And we did a 3-minute pitch or a 5-minute pitch with a great video intro. And actually we were able to prove a live pilot of what we thought of, and I was impressed. I was shocked that we were able in such a short time to make it become real. And on that Sunday then the jury voted out of the 10, and we were selected as the winner, which was an amazing. And I'm still on this startup drug when you really are, this is amazing, and you just get so many positive vibes. So I couldn't sleep that night, and immediately after I went to London to meet with two people I respect a lot, Janus Friis and Niklas Sennström from the old Skype days, and pitched this to them as they have a VC. And I said, if they don't like it, okay, let's not, spend more time on it. Then that's it. But they said, this is not bad. This is actually not bad. This has legs. This has potential. And therefore, basically 4 days after the Startup Weekend, I went and said goodbye to Trade Shift, which also was a great opportunity. And they were, of course, quite, wow, why are you stopping? But at the end of the day, it's like you need to be honest and true to your heart. And I couldn't, with a passion, stay with Tradeshift when I had fallen in love with somebody else, with Memolane. And that's why I made that conscious choice. And that's again coming back to never be in a position where you don't feel that you are, doing this with your heart. You only live once. You only have this amount of time on Earth, and every minute counts. You want to do what you really burn for, right? And the fact of the matter is, the likelihood is that if you do what you really love, then you will actually succeed. So that was actually a longer rap on that, and about the 24th of April. So we can then jump into the 24 hours, because as you've seen, we just closed a financing round, which was published here on Monday, with two super great VCs. Atomico, which is Nicholas Centrum and Jan Stries in London, and August Capital in San Francisco. And then, we've gotten a lot of interest. I've gotten a lot of feedback from all my friends, all my connections out there. We are looking to hire a front-end developer. We actually been searching for him for a few weeks, but now the fact that we are out there in the open and we have secured funding, suddenly we got a lot more attention, and we have some amazing resumes coming in, which is really nice. But it's interesting because, like, the 24 hours, as I would say, is you would think that I would be walking around like this all the time. Now is where the hard work really starts. Now it gets serious. Now we have investors that exactly are, constantly looking to see how we perform according to the plans we made. And therefore, it is really to run fast and do everything you can to move the needle as fast as you can.
Turn it straight without a chaser, like